Well, today marks the end of Thanksgiving week. To mark this week, I've been talking about people and things for which I'm thankful. I hope my musings have caused you to consider the things for which you are thankful, some of which you might not even have really thought of. Because it turns out being thankful makes an enormous difference in how we see the world around us and how we live our lives. Hello, I'm Stuart Baskin, pastor of First Presbyterian Church of Tyler, Texas, and this is your daily devotional for Saturday, November 25th, 2023. One thing I've been especially thankful for is my job. Yes, my job. I've always valued what I do, and I almost always enjoy it. Like everyone else, there are parts of my work that aren't much fun, and there are stretches along the way that are difficult, but they don't diminish my appreciation for what I get to do. But over the last 3 years, with the COVID-related changes in nearly everyone's life, to emerge on the other side with all the changes the post-COVID world brought, I've been particularly grateful that the nature of my work has meant that I've been able to continue to work. I'm aware that many people in our nation and around the world lost jobs because of businesses that shut down or else were forced to make do with fewer workers. By contrast, my work continued, and I remained busy, even in the darkest days of COVID. In the earliest days of COVID, I was forced to quickly reinvent how we worship. I'm certainly not unique in this respect, but where others' jobs ceased, mine ramped up. Then there have been these daily devotionals. By my count, this is somewhere north of 1,000 daily devotionals that I've recorded, not including a few reruns during time off. What a lucky guy I am to have a job that has been affected only by the kind of work I do. But it's not just maintaining a steady job that makes me thankful, though I am thankful for that. I'm also thankful for the things that I'm able to see and do in my work. Let me name just a few. Many of you, probably all of you, have experienced the death of a loved one at one point or another. When a family member dies, I'm invited into a very personal, very intimate space, a place and time in a family's life that not many people get to share. And I get to share both joy and sorrow in the midst of the journey. Some years ago, I received a call in the middle of the night from a distraught husband whose wife had suddenly and quite unexpectedly died. I was close to 3 generations of that family, and I was called upon to drive an hour to a university where one of the daughters was in school in order to break the news to her in the middle of the night. For those hours and days, I was privy to a family's most intimate feelings. Then there are weddings. Not all ministers enjoy performing weddings. Many of them find to be a distraction and even a nuisance. I happen to enjoy them. Once again, I'm invited into the life of a couple getting ready to undergo one of the most consequential steps they'll take in life. In pre-marriage counseling, we talk about deeply personal things, from their families to their hopes and dreams for their marriage to possible children in the future. And then we stand before a congregation, and I'm right there when they make their solemn vows to one another and exchange rings. Many couples I rarely see again, not because they don't like the church, but because they live many miles away. But during the time we share before and during the wedding, I'm invited into another deeply personal and significant part of a family's life. And of course, there are the 1,001 little interactions with church members, some fun and silly, others serious. But all of them together form a complex web of relationships that I'm part of and privileged to be. As a pastor, I'm not the center of the web, but I am deeply embedded within it. These little interactions may not always have the same depth of intimacy, but taken together, they make for a rich and intimate set of relationships. So yes, I am thankful for my job because of the richness I share with many people, including you. Thank you for letting me be your pastor. Now may God continue to bless you and keep you in all that you do this day and in all the days ahead.